Hello, welcome to my DPS Stealth Trickster Rogue guide. I am wearing Profound Scoundrel gear, as it gives a 4 set bonus of 30% more stealth meter, and you deal 7.5% more damage while stealthed. This is mod 4 updated. As you can see, I got plus 400 hit points with my reinforced gear. That's in every single slot. Currently running with Soul Forge, plus 400 again. I've only got Dread Legion daggers, and I will be getting Fallen Dragon, so be a little bit increased there. Got Greater Vorpal at the moment, and Reinforced there. Some rings. I focused a lot of my defensive on Radiance. As you can see, my hit points 31,400 on my Trickster Rogue, and I went with Plus Crystal Raven Skull, a Vanguard's Banner, and a Great Weapon Artifact. I will be changing out the Blood Crystal Raven Skull for a Devoted Cleric Artifact when I get that to 60. Now, the powers I use in PvE are the ones I have slotted in now. For my dailies I have Whirlwind of Blades, which is just a really good ultimate. It'll do a lot of damage, especially if it crits, and I'll give you power. I think it's maxed out of 5, I'm not sure. I think it is. I'll give you power for each enemy. And then this, Lurker's Assault, if you went perma stealth, would be amazing. You want this slotted all the time. Increases your base run speed, deflect, crit by a lot. It says only a little bit, but at max rank, you plus 15%, plus 3% crit, plus 3% dodge, deflection. Tactics, I swap out depending on whatever it is. Tactics will give you 15%, but I like Tenacious Concealment because you don't lose much stealth from taking damage. Lash and Blade, you're a lot of DPS there, a lot of damage. And then I like to go Impossible to Catch. Even if you don't use it on stealth, you deflect every single attack for a short amount of time. Here you go, you break free. You don't get CC'd. There's a couple of things in PvE that go through Impossible to Catch, but it lasts a little while. It's very good. Makes a Trickster Rogue even more tankier. And then Smoke Bomb as well for PvE is good. Means they're all dazed and don't attack or anything, cancel those abilities. And Shadow Strike's good for restocking your stealth bar. And then for dailies, at wheels, Jawless Flurry, main DPS right there for you. Definitely get that. And I like to run Cloud of Steel. Very good at will. And then if you want to go perma stealth, I'd go Bait and Switch, and you get action points if it's hit at staff. Refills your stealth meter if you use it from stealthed. It keeps you in stealth as well. Shadow Strike, it's amazing as well. Tactics almost nearly needed. Impossible to Catch. And as your daily, definitely Lurker's Assault, it'll keep you in stealth for a long time. You want a high recovery for this. And lots of people like high int instead, because it gives you more recharge speed. And I'm currently wearing my stone. I'm sitting at 6k power, 3.6k crit. So my recovery, if I wanted to go a little bit more stealthy, cooldown reduction, I could get that up a little bit. I'm only sitting at 1k defense though, so that's a bit low. Got a little bit of regen, quite a lot of life steal. I like the incoming healing bonus, is good, especially with high lifesteal with Jawless Flurry. chances nearly 50% with high crit severity. Now feats. Actually, let's go. Sorry about that. Now for PvP build, I like to slot this. Shadow Strike. Path of Blade. It's really good, especially when you're in stealth. You use it, then go into stealth, it'll do extra damage because of your profound gear. And then possible to catch is a must. I like to put Bloodbath in that slot. And depending on how well I think I'm doing it, change Whirlwind of Blades and Shocking Execution out. That's generally my PvP build. I normally use Tenacious Concealment there. That's my PvP build. Okay, feats. I've gone DPS, Trickster Rogue, but stealth works very well. Put 1 point into that because I think it's better than anything else. 2% additional action points for dealing combat advantage damage. Seeing that you're going to be in stealth, which gives you combat advantage, it's very good. Increases your crit strike by 3%. Yep. That's obvious. Increase your maximum health points by 9%. That's really good as well. Then I put 3 points into this. You deal 6% more damage for 6 seconds after leaving stealth. It's the best one out of them. You don't really need less threat. That's half decent. But your encounter powers do 6% more damage. Well, that's kind of obvious, especially with that and Lashing Blade. You don't really need that either. And it increases your chance to deflect. Put a couple points into that. It's not too bad. And then put 5 points into this. Your stealth lasts 20% longer, which is you think 20%, that's about 1 second. But add that as well to this, which lasts 30% more stealth meter as well. So in a total, that's about 50%. That means you can get 2 Duelist's Flurry off in 1 stealth, and then an empowered ability. Because if you use an ability while stealthed, stealth passes twice as fast, etc. Or you go immune to damage, so you can get that off as well, which is why I like this build in PvE. And then I put 5 points into this, increases the effectiveness of combat advantage on you by 20% because you're going to be in stealth for a long time, so you're going to do more damage. Put 5 points into this. Your at-will powers have 5% chance to reduce your cooldown, which is really good for perma-stealth as well. It's really good for anything, PvE as well. PvP you notice it a little bit, not really that much. When you land a killing blow, you gain 1% of your action points. I could have put it up here, or stealth. Actually no, I couldn't. That's interesting. It's better than these two. When you critically strike, you gain less threat, and I don't really need less threat. And I'm not going to be using Shocking Execution in PvE, so I don't really like that. And PvP, sometimes I don't even use Shocking, so it's a waste of 5 points. Well, I think this is going to be more handy. While stealth, you critical with 25% more severity, that's kind of obvious. Going to be crit and crit severity. Critical teamwork, so you give yourself 5% crit and then your allies, which is really good. Duelist's Flurry has 25% chance to apply deadly momentum, and that increases your crit severity by 15% at max stacks. So if you look at the top left, what your buffs are, and use your Lashing Blade, you do a lot more damage. When you land a critical hit, and when you land a crit, if you get that as well, overrun critical, that's going to be a lot of damage. So that's my stealth build. Some people go Saboteur, but that's high stealth, low damage, and I don't like low damage. Right, my Sharon Boons, they do need to be changed. I did make a wrong move in one. Power, that's obvious. Then crit, max HP, because I'm going max HP build. Then I should have gone this one. 400 damage, that's good. And then with Elvish Fury, but I should have gone with Bay Thistle. When you deflect and attack, you do 400 damage to your target. So then you have such high such high deflection chance. There you go, 22%. Plus, with impossible to catch, you deflect 100%. So, looking at Dredging Boons, this is the one. Yeah, power movement. I went with regeneration because I really have a lot of life steal. Regeneration is quite hard to get. 250 armor pen with deflection severity. And then I should have gone this one. I'm just trying out these boons. I just respect a while back, and it's not too bad, but in PvP especially, this is a lot better because after the effect, after you deal the damage, the target receives 25% less healing for 10 seconds. That's amazing. Then endless consumption. This is one of the best boons for tier. When you steal health from your lifesteal stat, it has a chance to steal 3 times as much. Seeing that Julius Flurry hits so many times is pretty amazing. Now Ice Wind. 250 combat advantage damage over 250 resist. Incoming healing bonus is amazing for lifesteal. 2% crit severity. Definitely this, 500 power. Just gain a little bit. And Winter's Bounty procs so much it's really good. So definitely go with that. Got 800 hit points there. 200 crit strike. And I'm most likely to go probably armor, penetration or defense. I'm not sure if I should go defense. But they're both very good. And then PvP, I only got one at the moment. 125 power, 125 crit. Always needed, always good. And then for companions, I got a few. Definitely need a stone. Look at that. 260 power, 260 power. And against 8.5% additional effects. Plus you get all of those. It's like having 3 extra slots. It's so good. So that's my artifacts. And if you don't want to really PvP and grind out that, you can go. This is probably the best Trickster Rogue at T2. It's Swashbuckling Captains for the 4-set bonus there. And it'll give you a lot of gear score as well. So, hope you liked this guide, and any questions, just send them to me. I'll be glad to help.